We are at the fag end of this beautiful text we have been seeing for the past many months. The Bhakti Sudha, it doesn't listen to me. Probably it is listening too much, moving around. So we have been seeing this text. In the last session we saw that many people are devotees of God. They go for different purposes. Somebody who has physical affliction also goes to Lord. Somebody who wants money, wealth, power, position also goes to God. But Bhagavan says, one who comes only for my sake is the best. Jnani tu atmaiva mevatam. Very rare are such people. Many devotees are there. They all want what I have, not what I am. So when somebody comes to you and says, I want this and this and that from you and not you, you feel very insulted. So you didn't come for me, you come for whatever I have only. But that is the majority. It's called mass psychology. But if there is somebody who can come exclusively for me, he is called a jnani. Udara sarva evaite jnani tu atmaiva mematam astita sahi uktatma mameva anuttamam gatim. Says, even though all these people who come to worship God are noble, udara sarva eva ete. Because they are not going here and there. We go to God only when we fail in our life. When we are not able to get what we want, when we are not able to achieve what we wanted to achieve, and when we know that we are helpless, when we know that no one can help us, then final resort is Bhagavan. Therefore, we cannot say all of them are really noble, but those who say God first and then rest, they are noble. Not the last resort, not emergency call. 911, Bhagavan, Lord, please do something. Lord first and rest next. They are the noble people. Because we should know, without whose presence all other things cannot work. Even if I am healthy, let us say, who gave me health? Tell me. See, when I am sick, I will go to doctor. But before I became sick, I was healthy, right? Yes or no? No, Swamiji, I am born unhealthy. I can't help it. But usually, health is there and then I became sick. And then I do not know how to get to the doctor. Then I go to a doctor. Why we call Bhagavan Vaidyanath? Now, Bhagavan is originally the one who provided you the health. You spoiled it and you go to a doctor. I had nice teeth and went on eating ice cream and chocolate and whatnot. It became bad. Then I go to a dentist. Otherwise, why should I go to a dentist? Nowadays, with make it look neat also, the whitening, polishing and then all sort of things. Because I have been drinking coffee and tea and whatnot, then it becomes yellow. So, originally who gave you health? So, Lord first. When you spoil it, then you go to a doctor. Similarly, we are born happy. Have you ever seen a child generally unhappy? We make the child unhappy in general. In general, the child is innocent, happy. We are born happy. And because of our own foolishness, we create all troubles and confusion to ourselves. So, one who recognizes that I am provided what I need by the Lord, I am grateful to that one. Such people keep God first and the rest next. They are called Udaraha, noble. Eva ete, all these people. But Jnani is one who has recognized that even if I don't get what I want in my life, even if the Lord does not give me what I seek and want and wish, I get what I deserve. I work hard and try to get what I want, but I don't get disappointed. If one who has that kind of an attitude, for I am with the Lord all the time, how can I be disappointed? He is the Lord of the universe and He knows what I need and what I deserve. Astitaha sahi yuktatma mameva anuttamam gatim. He considers me as the ultimate goal. Such people are the best. Why he is talking about this at the end? Because always the best comes at the end only. And such people, as it is said here, they have understood that Lord, Bhagavan and me are one and the same. He is all-pervading and He is expressing in me as an individual. This physical body, mind and intellect, etc. are the expressions, outside equipments for Him to express through. This is not me. I am really Him only. These equipments through which He is expressing as me. As last time also I gave the example, that there is a mirror and you stand in front of it, the mirror reflects you. When you move away from the mirror, you don't become absent, and reflection becomes absent. Correct? Mirror is there and you stand in front of it, the mirror is showing you who you are. And then you move away from the mirror or you take the mirror away from you become absent. Same way, this physical body is an expression of that Supreme. When the physical body is not there, it doesn't mean you don't exist. The expression is not there anymore. The reflection is not there. So this moving away from the mirror is called death. When the physical body is there, it expresses. When it is taken out, it doesn't express. So this Advaita Anubhava, this non-dual presence is experienced. Advaita Anubhava Deva Sarvabhuta Hiterataha. With this understanding and experience of oneness with the Lord, Such people engage in this world, continuously serving whoever. Anyone and if Sarvabhuta Hite, serving all people. Sarvabhutanam Hita, welfare of all beings. Sevatetra naro yadvat dehanganiha premataha. How is that? Like an individual with all love, how he or she takes care of one's own body. In the same way, a saint will serve the people around with so much of love. How much we take care of this physical body, pamper the body. 3 times a day, without forgetting we eat. We can forget many other things. Swamiji, time ही नहीं मिल रहा है prayer करने के लिए. Oh, why don't you do just before you eat? Because anyway that you don't forget. That's why our Gurudev said, before you eat, you just remember God. Just take some water and say, okay, Lord, I remember you. Because I don't forget to eat. So therefore, before I eat, let me remember you. I might have told you last time also this. This boy was there and I told him, you must pray before you eat. So the boy said, no, my mother cooks very well. So I didn't say that your mother is not cooking very well. You don't pray for the food and taste, but you pray to the Lord. So such people who have experienced the oneness with the Lord and engaging in this world to serve everybody as though they are serving the Lord only. As much as an individual who is taking care of his body so carefully, every part of the body he is so carefully is taking care. In the same way, consider the entire society as a single one unit of God. That is why in Purusha Suktam, etc., it is given that people who are the thinkers are the head of the Lord, those who are protectors are the shoulders of the Lord, those who are the providers are the very trunk of the Lord, those who are workers are the feet of the Lord. All are necessary in our physical body also, the face, the head. So now that is what thinks, that is what visualizes, that is what gives us direction. Shoulders gives protection. That whole strength of the body is, I shoulder the responsibilities. What does it mean? I take care of it. And the trunk of the body, which has to be healthy, prosperity. And the feet of the body is for mobility. If all the four are there intact, then the body is healthy. Similarly, there are thinkers, there are protectors, there are providers and the workers. These four constitute the entire body of the society. In any company you need this. There are thinkers, executives, CEO and CFOs. Then there are people who are the financiers and those who are workers, those who are sales and marketing. So the entire team together makes the organization work well. The same way the society also requires all the four divisions. So who can be kept important and who is to be regarded as insignificant? No. Everybody is important. Which part of your body is useless? Head? Which part of your body is useless? Every part is required for different purposes. Bhagavan did not create anything useless in your body. Anything useless, you just take it out immediately. As soon as you put it, it will come out. Not necessary. Get out. So, every part of the body is served by you with so much of love, so also a jnani will serve every individual in the society with so much love. And therefore, it is said in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita also, what is the nature of a true devotee. Here, our Guruji is stating the same thing in the verse number 30. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha bhakto bhagavata preshtaha Kritakrityas sa eva hi. Sarvabhutanam adveshtr. Adveshta. He who does not hate none in this world. Adveshta. Hating none. Maitraha. Friendly. Karunaha. Compassionate. Eva cha. He is always compassionate, friendly, and hates none in this world. It's very hard for us to follow this. Swamiji, I don't hate anybody, but that is the problem. Few people in our list, you just can't forgive. Swami, you don't know how much they have done to me in my life. Until the last person in the list you forgive, you are not ready for moksha, liberation. That is the one which will pull you down. Is it not every day when you go to sleep, you give up all the thoughts? It happens. Or in the class here. You give up the last thought also to be given up. Whatever be its worth. It is maybe so important thing that is remembered by you. Doesn't matter. Now it's not important. Right? मुझे सोना है. सोना नहीं मिलेगा. The experience of joy of sleep will not be there if you hold on to even a single thought. It is like, I'll tell you, in India, when some places, or in Florida, so when you want to sleep, you put that net, right? Mosquito net. In India, it's very common, mosquito net. When I was growing up, I used to visit my hometown, Kerala, a lot of mosquitoes. Because anywhere there is growth and humidity, there will be a lot of mosquitoes. So you put the net, etc., and then you slowly get into that. Because if you open it and then fellow will get in. Slowly sneak, because you are so afraid of that fellow. Such a small fellow can make your life very miserable. One fellow can disturb the whole night. One fellow. So one American tourist, a couple, they were visiting India. So they put the net, etc., the mosquito, everything. So made sure that they spray everything so that no mosquito will be there. The whole room. But then in that place, not only the mosquito, that firefly, not firefly, what is it called, that fellow which has light in his body? Fire? Firefly. Firefly. That fellow started coming. So the lady said, Tom, they are coming with the flashlight now. So, if you are sitting inside the net and one fellow is sufficient, they can ruin your sleep. Singing. In the same way, even one person in your list of people whom you can't forgive, all of them are gone. My mother-in-law, I'm telling you, that's sufficient. Sarvabhutanam adveshta. None to hate in this world. How is it possible? Because one sees what is in me is what is in all. That Lord's presence in me, that is there in, essentially everybody is divine. Their behavior, their attitudes and their values and their intentions and their prejudices and their likes and dislikes, etc. are created by their confusion in thinking. I accept. I appreciate the values that he or she possesses, and I also accept the negativities that person has. Forgive. Give up. As much as, do you think that you don't have any negativities? You think you are all perfect? Don't you want everybody to love you? Is there you like anybody to hate you? Please hate me, please. Do you tell anybody to hate you? Don't you feel uncomfortable when you are in the presence of somebody who doesn't like you? So, a bhakta is one who has none to hate. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitraha mitra bhava, mitrata, maitri bhava. That is called friendliness. Karuna evasaha. Karuna means full of compassion. Compassion which does not have reason. When you have a reason and love somebody, it is called sympathy. Daya, it's called. Karuna is where you have no reason but love. That's called compassion. In spite of who that person is. Because that person has this problem and then you love or consider that person, that's called sympathy. But when you say, in spite of who that person is, it doesn't matter whether that person requires my pity or not, but I love without reason. That's karuna. Maitra karuna evacha. Such a bhaktaha, bhagavataha praishtaha, prakarshena, is the most dear to the Lord. Bhakto bhagavata praishtaha, and such a person, kritakrityassa eva, he is well fulfilled in his life. He has accomplished what he needs to accomplish. So the bottom line is, a real devotee is one who, having experienced the total holy divine presence of the Lord within his own heart, hating none in this world, working for everybody's welfare, being friendly and compassionate, such is the most dear to the Lord. The last two verses here. Jayati jayati bhakta sarva lokeshu nityam. Tarate tarati mayam bhakti yukto narohi. Bhajati bhajati loke idrisham bhaktavaryam. Japati japati devo bhaktavaryasya nama. In this world, sarvalokeshu nityam bhaktihi jayati. Jayati wins. Satyameva jayate, you know that, the statement. It's jayati should be. So in this world, bhaktihi sarvalokeshu, in all worlds, bhakti wins. In other words, even in the human world, love wins always. Hatred doesn't win. A short-term win will be there. But finally what wins in the human world is also love. In the divine world is devotion. Because as I have said before also, the love is something which all living beings can understand. It's a language of the soul. Other languages, some people understand, though other living beings don't understand what you're talking. So when you're singing song in front of a plant, usually it will die immediately. But if you are doing with love, it doesn't matter what song you are singing, but you understand you love me. That much is for sure. It will grow. What makes even the inanimate or even those stavara, even those plants, etc., understand is the love that you express. That's the language of the soul. So, bhaktihi sarvalokeshu nityam jayati. Love wins in all worlds, always. Bhakti yuktaha naraha, a person endowed with such a love and devotion, mayam tarati. He crosses over the illusion of the world. The world which is otherwise unreal, impermanent, unsteady, anitya vastu, which deludes us most of the time. An individual who is endowed with love for the Lord, devotion, surely will cross. That's why Bhagavan says, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhyutanam yogakshemam mahamyam tesham, that's samudharta mrityu samsara saganat bhavami nichidatpatta maya veshiti chetasam. Those who are completely surrendered and loving to me, I shall make sure that they get out of this quagmire of existence, worldly existence. Now this constantly pulls you down. Quicksand. So, mayam tarati mayam bhakti varya bhakti yukto narohi. An individual endowed with love surely will cross over the delusion of Maya. Bhajati bhajati loke idrisham bhaktavaryam. Bhaktavaryam, the best of the devotees are in this world always remembered. People worship such devotees. We have great scientists and great, politicians and great businessmen. But I'll tell you, more than 90% of the world knows the men of God. Not the men of business, not the men of politics, men of science. Is it not a Jesus Christ or a Buddha or Krishna? Why so many people remember such great devotees of the Lord and not all others? How we remember the men of God much more than anybody else? Because their devotion. Their devotion that surpasses all caste, creed, color, religion, region, everything. They are remembered in this world. Years to come, decades to come, it will be remembered. Not the scientists, because what a scientist proves today, after 10 decades, or even within a decade, it is proved. What a politician has achieved, another person who comes and shows that all that he has done is cheating. Gone. So all these people who have achieved anything in this world, remembered for a short period of time, but the men of love for the Lord. Loke idrisham bhaktavaryam bhajati. Men will, the whole universe, the world will remember men of love all the time. Even Devaha, even gods in the heaven, Bhakti Varyasya Namaha Japati. Even gods in the heavens will remember and chant the name of the devotees. So that not only in this world, even if you consider there are other worlds, divine worlds are there they chant the name of the devotees of the Lord. Look at Hanuman, Lord Hanuman. Why do you consider him Hanuman? He is equal to Lord, isn't it? Even though he is just a servant of the Lord. You go to any Rama temple, won't you see Hanuman there? But strangely, there are Hanuman temples where there is no Rama at all. Why? Devotee is greater than the Lord himself sometimes. So, Hanumanji is remembered more dearly. Why? Because he had spent whole of his life in devotion to the Lord. And even gods will remember such a devotee. They may even forget the Lord himself, but the devotee they won't forget. Such a great devotee. Japati japati devo bhakti varyasya nama. So, in essence, the devotion wins. A person of devotion crosses over all this illusion of the world. And such a person of love is remembered by the world always. And even gods will chant his name. So that's why here Guruji quotes, Mahavira Binavavu Hanumana Rama Jasu Jasu Apabhakana. Because of whose devotion, Hanumanji's devotion, there is a greater glory of Sri Rama. Rama becomes glorious because of such devotees. If Bhagavan also says, if devotees are not there, who will know me? Will anybody know me without my devotees? See, when you are a doctor, if you are to establish your practice, your patients will go and talk about your greatness, isn't it? Only the patients are your salespeople. If you have done wrong, you have not done a good thing to your patients, and you will have to close down your shop and go. Is it not that your patients are your hands and legs? They only tell you about how good is your practice. In the same way, it's not a comparison anyway. Devotees make the God glorious. So, those devotees of the Lord are glorified in the essence. Thus we have completed this beautiful text called Bhakti Sudha, the nectar of devotion. We'll read the first verse to make sure that we go back to this verse, this chapter, this book again and again and learn more from it. Namaste Ramachandraya Suhrude Sarvadehinam Anugrihneshva Nishpatyai Sudha Bhaktir Himam Prabho. So we have completed this text, and next week I will have question answer. Next week we have Gurudev's Jayanti and Mother's Day, etc. We will have Guru Padaka Puja, and followed by a beautiful video of Gurudev. We will show that. And on 20th of May, we will have a question answer session. So come with question, I will answer. Or otherwise I will ask question and you will answer, whichever it is. May 8th, that is Tuesday, is the actual birthday of Gurudev's Jayanti. So this will be the 98th birthday of Gurudev. 96th birthday, 96th. So we have a program in the evening, 7:30 we have Bhajan Sandhya by our Swaranjali group, followed by children's group will be performing. This is by Padma Kutti's students. Followed by that Naivedyam, Arati and Naivedya, Prasad. Please join us. I am Shashi. I also would like to thank our Diana Gordon and Tom, who have come from Bakersfield, Chinmaya Mission. They have been very active members there, and she took active part in last week. I remember I told you about this health seminar, and they have taken part in that very actively. And they have come with their friends here, Stephen. So welcome for our assembly. Now, Shashi will give some update on our next year's registration program.